This is a short demonstration, video demonstration of ProgrammExpress, a web-based portfolio program and project reporting solution, where our aim is to automate program and project reporting, replace labor-intensive processes with a quick-to-implement, simple and intuitive and cost-effective solution. So we will go to the login screen of ProgrammExpress. Every client has their own database. This is purely a demo database, but using the Nomura color palettes and logos. So we will log in as an administrator, and you can be an administrator, a write access user, or a read-only user. Administrator has full access to the solution, can see all the projects, can see all the modules, and it will take us into our home screen where we can start to navigate and expand our portfolio of programs and projects that sit beneath the programs, remembering this is purely a demo structure setup, and each client has their own bespoke portfolio setup, obviously. So from this page, we can see and do a lot. We can see the health and status of all the projects using the red, amber, green methodology, broken down by the modules shown here as icons, but better described through the Updates tab as commentary, plan, resources, cost, benefits, impacts, risks, and logs, where we can drill down and see the data that shows why we have a red, amber, or a green status. And from this page, we can also run reports that we have personally set up within our own user ID, or shared reports that have been shared with us probably by the central projects team or the PMO, and those are the recommended reports to run. So this is the administrator view, and the whole idea of ProgrammExpress is its simple data input and powerful project, program, and portfolio reporting output. So from a user perspective, the experience is slightly different, the same home screen, but because we've set up special roles, we can filter the view of information for specific users. So I'll show you a very quick example of that. If I log on as a project manager, they will see the same home screen, but they will only see the projects that they have write access to, and they will only see the modules they are expected to update and populate. So the experience should be quite simple for a project manager. In this case, they're expected to update commentary, plan, costs, and risks. So if we select a project, we click on the red box, we see here that we've got narrative status updates, shows us achieve last period focus for next period decisions and escalations, and more commentary threads, and these are configurable. It shows us who said what when, and there's an audit trail of previous comments. When they've made their narrative update, they can go to the plan. High-level plans are recommended for ProgrammExpress, and we can see here the plan. We can amend, change, or we can just leave it if it's still relevant. We then go to our costs. We update our forecast against the original planned budget of the project, and we can update our risks or view what we've currently got and make changes and amendments. And when the project manager has done that, they're more than likely going to want to run a report that they've set up in the My Report section, a one-page summary, PPT we call it, sort of like PowerPoint compliant report, plan on a page, that shows now automatically the project, the reg status, the milestones, the financial information, and then the commentary threads that we've configured in this case. Remember, we've run it at project level, and the administrator could run it at program or portfolio level and produce these one pages with one click of a button. So quite a simple experience for the project manager. They may have read access to projects, and they can go to read, and it will show that they have read access to program 2, and they have write access to 3 projects, or you could view by everything where we've got read and write access to. So I'm going to go back into the same home screen as the administrator, where again we will see the same thing, which is all the projects and all the modules. Also, from an administrator perspective, a lot more configuration screens. Configuration takes about half a day to set these up to make it bespoke to your specific requirements. But now the administrator is back in and they can assume that everybody has made their data updates. What they can do is they can start to filter maybe the greens and the ambers to show where we've got real problems within projects. If we select as an example project 1C, we'll see we've got a red against costs. Click on it and we can drill down and see where the problem is. The forecast is 800,000 over a planned budget of 600,000, so out of tolerance, and that will auto rag as a red status. So the same with other projects and other modules. More likely, once they know that all the data is up to date, you can start to run program and portfolio reports. And this is where the power of ProgrammExpress is that you can now consolidate and aggregate, and with one click, you can get summary information across the whole portfolio just by running one of these shared reports that have been set up. And this is our bread and butter report, the RAG status summary. So if I click on that, you'll see there a summary Excel style report of all the projects, the commentaries, the RAG status, the start and end date of the project, because we've configured this information for this report. So you can change the columns and change the information. Or you may want to have a look at the plan. Because we're running at the top portfolio level, it will produce the Gantt chart plan for every project sitting within the portfolio. So you'll see here Gantt chart view using the red, amber and green theme for our taskbars, red showing missed today's date and amber showing forecasting to be later than was expected by the sponsor, the governance committee, the steering group, etc. Or maybe we want the same data but different view in a milestone summary. So there we have the milestone summary. Key milestones, again, the health, expected delivery dates broken down by period. Or maybe we may want to have a look at other examples of resource usage. Again, Excel style report, but all resources are aligned to the plan and it shows us our resources, number of days in a period that they're working on that specific project, and aggregated up over that period to show their allocation across projects, and also, more importantly, to show if there's an over allocation so that we can make changes or add resources to the portfolio to resolve this specific issue. Or maybe one more report as an example. Let's have a look at the benefits across the whole of the portfolio. And there you will see, if I just reduce that in size slightly, you'll see all the projects rolling up to program and portfolio level, so you'll be able to see the cost of the portfolio, the planned benefit, and the latest forecast benefit. And then you can start to annualize that benefit over 2, 3, 4, 5 year period. This example is a 3-year period. So this is just a very short video demonstration. There is a lot more functionality. There's document management, there's more reporting, there's dashboards, different settings and wiring. You can set up portfolio views and back to administration and lots of configuration changes. Simple to set up, simple to implement and train in. And we call ourselves a light PPM tool. But that really concludes the short video demonstration. And what we're saying, having seen that, if there is a requirement, then please get in touch on either by phone, email, go to the website, and potentially the call to action could be arranging a webinar of full functionality, coming on site and having a face-to-face meeting, and potentially planning a pilot implementation. Thank you very much for listening.